there's definitely some ways to at least maintain, or if not prevent, if not also get better. But there's no magic pill, otherwise Dan and I would be on it and living in the Caribbean somewhere, enjoying our lives. We'd be the first that invented, I think. Definitely. But I just wanted, nutrition supplements. I think it's a little good thing to talk about. Although I'm not a specialist in nutrition, but we definitely have that knowledge. I know we talked about trying to keep inflammation low, or at least lower levels in your body to reduce the stress hormones and the breakdowns of healthy tissue. But the anti-inflammatories, if you're going to take it, you don't want to take it if you're injured. In general, it's a low moderation. That's what they recommend. Constant level if you're always finding pain over a long period of time. Unfortunately, there's a lot of side effects, which you guys are probably aware of.
Yes. That's one of my big questions. Is I take an Advil every day, one a day over a long period of time. Is that a good thing to do? Or, it takes care of my pain, but
right.
What's it going to do?
So you want a low threshold of that anti-inflammatory. That's what they've recommended to us with research. So you want just to take it constantly, whether you are in pain or not in pain, just have that in your system. What that does also is going to thin out your blood, affect your kidneys and your renal system over a long period of time. That's usually the general drawback of you taking anti-inflammatories. But the worst thing, I think, and I think this pertains to the patient itself, is actually if you take anti-inflammatories over a long period of time, is it depletes your magnesium source. You guys know what the importance of magnesium? Cramps, bones, heart, all these really important things, but so this changes the levels in our body. Our body's always fighting between calcium and magnesium. These are the important ions aside from things known for bones. But magnesium actually is a natural muscle relaxer. So if we're depleted in this level, your muscle strength goes tight, crampy, for instance, and you always want to stretch it, but if you go down to the cellular or muscular fiber level, calcium binds to the muscle receptor and creates that contractive property. Magnesium, if you want to relax, and this relaxes it has to go in and kick out the calcium, and then therefore there's that relaxation. So it's important. I put little daily recommendation that I've found in research as well.
Does that mean instead of magnesium instead of calcium?
Oh, I just said it's versus. You obviously you're going to take the calcium, but there's a lot of people, at least when I work in the chronic pain clinic, that came to solve my boss, my osteopathic doctor. They did a lot of blood testing, and almost everyone with this chronic pain had low magnesium levels. Yeah, so I figured that's a good thing from my experience. I always look for. I even take it myself since I'm always working out and trying to stay in good shape. But you definitely feel it. And for everyone, so this is just a daily recommendation for the normal.
I take 600 milligrams ibuprofen every day at night, and it gets me through the tennis, gets me pain-free, and it also lets me sleep. And it's also a mood elevator, which is really remarkable. So, depending upon whether or not you tolerate it in the stomach, I always take an antacid along with it. So, it's stood us probably 20-25 years. That's great. But we don't want to get over 800 milligrams a day. That's what the football players do.
Yeah, look at these guys.
and ibuprofen or any of the anti-inflammatories. Aspirin, the only thing I've ever gotten in trouble in certain patients.
What about one low aspirin a day, they say was, right?
Even that can cause you, especially with us, with the skin, it will affect something in the area. Yeah.
Does it help your heart that much?
It helps in reducing blood clot forming, like if you've got atrial fibrillation. It's important that you have your blood thin. Whether aspirin alone or not will do it is another question, because everybody's on food for that.
Right. Yeah, so, I mean, that's, something, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but it's just some of the things that really do affect our body over that long time. All this hoopla about the glucosamine and the MSM and the chondroitin, but there's actually some good research out there with the glucosamine and the MSM together. The MSM being the driver into the cartilage and helping you out. So there's some recommended dosage. So you want that kind of sulfur to get in and push that glucosamine through. Now, glucosamine is more what we would say if you were to look at a foundation of a house. It's kind of the building blocks. It's the bulwarks and things like that. And chondroitin is more what we say the walls. So if you were to pick one or the other, they usually say do the glucosamine MSM, but chondroitin also has some splotchy research, but there's still some positive in taking that as well. With the glucosamine, there's also some anti-inflammatory effects as part of the properties. The last one, I talked about melatonin. Sleep is very important. They generally recommend about 3 to 5 milligrams a couple hours before you go to sleep. Another way to also drive that is to turn off the computer, the TV, and to get off the cell phone, all the technology, all the lights, and try to make everything as pitch black as possible. That'll drive that cortisol level to calm down, melatonin to kick in, because we need that dark. We have so much excess light from the street and those things that really just change our sleeping patterns. So
I'm going to have to excuse myself. I have to go back to the office. Okay.
Thank you.
That was great.
Yeah,
Thanks for taking
yeah.
me.
Now, would you repeat that last, and I think what we need to do is to turn off our minds, or next we get rid of the television and
Right. So what I was saying was to turn off this light that's coming through, because the receptors in our eyes, they start driving some of the stress hormones and really skew our perception of what daylight is. Now back when we were all in hunter-gatherer days, when it was dark, it was just dark. There was no excess light, so that did drive a more normal circadian rhythm, sleep cycle. So that's something to think about. Some people also recommend concentrated cherry juice. The cherries actually is pretty good. That there's also anti-inflammatory effects. So they generally recommend about 2 to 3 teaspoons or 6 to 9 cherries. That's why sometimes people get a little bit sleepy after they have cherries. So
cherry brandy or cherry?
Brandy? Well, I don't know about that.